Hello everyone, welcome back to Real Life. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you enjoyed these vintage episodes, please hit the like button. That helps promote them to like-minded viewers like yourself. Consider subscribing and you'll be notified of new episodes. Members get early previews 1 to 2 weeks in advance. There's something new and different every weekend. If you're interested in vintage films and videos of Western Canada, there are hundreds of episodes waiting for you to discover, some as far back as the 1920s. You can find them on the interactive map guide located in the details below. Today's Vintage BC episode is a collection of nature footage captured by Keith McCall in the late 1970s. It covers several years and numerous locations in BC, including the Adams River and Wapta Falls, as well as the foothills of Alberta. It's nature at its finest. Capturing nature footage these days is not as challenging as it was 40 years ago and earlier. The simplicity and ease of smartphones allows just about anyone to catch that shot. The autofocus, zoom, and stabilization capabilities of some of the newest cameras is truly remarkable. However, in the 1970s, prior to the major advancements in technology, a photographer or a cinematographer needed other tools when using their manual cameras. Perhaps one of the most overlooked pieces of equipment was the camouflaged hide, with only a telephoto lens peering out. Even then, telephoto lenses were limited, forcing the cameraman to get closer to the subject and employing a solid and a heavy tripod. In those pre-internet days, a nature photographer had to learn about his subject matter through years of studying books and learning from other outdoorsmen, guides, hunters, and many other experts. GPS was still many years away. He had to use map and compass to guide himself to those worthwhile locations. He hiked in or rode horseback, often for a day or two. It wasn't easy, but the results could be rewarding. Capturing underwater footage was an equally daunting task. Expensive, waterproof, pressurized housings were needed to accommodate the larger cameras of the day. Speaking from experience, having shot underwater video in the early 1990s, an underwater housing for a video camera with lighting and batteries easily weighed 35 pounds before entering the water. Maneuvering with it was challenging, especially with currents. Even capturing footage of the salmon run in the Adams River, like Keith did here, required similar gear, and the results were satisfying. Nature photography is very much about waiting for the right light. Magic hour is that period of the first or last hour of sunlight. Golden hour sunlight has great photographic significance. It takes on a different quality to other times of day. Weather can suddenly turn and ruin an opportunity. Patience and practice is required. The few minutes right around sunset and sunrise can result in truly spectacular footage, as Keith demonstrated with his herd of horses. He excelled as a cameraman in a time when being successful took patience and great effort enduring long days and extremes of weather. Keith's 16mm film footage was seen in BC tourism films, nature documentaries, and television shows from the 1960s through the 80s. Around the time of his retirement, 16mm film was being replaced by broadcast video cameras and portable tape decks. however, limited to all of 400 lines of resolution under the best of circumstances. Film cameras with the superior dynamics and color remained in use, but the technologically advanced video cameras were quickly overtaking the venerable film camera as a choice for cameramen. It was a major shift in production. However, film still had certain qualities that early video cameras could not replicate. That would have to wait for the introduction of 4K cameras some 30 years later. Only then would video finally catch up to the capabilities of film. The value of patience is seen over time as the lesson, repeated, becomes evident to the photographer. That value is in knowing you might have a particular bit of footage in mind, but still wait for the right time of season and that right time of day for that shot. Just being in a field, anticipating wildlife, takes on another vital aspect of photography: anticipation and preparation. Bears and other mammals can present amazing filming opportunities that need to be carefully considered. Deer, elk, moose, and mountain goat, especially in their rutting season, can be dangerous. The telephoto lens is needed to get those shots. Seasoned photographers know all too well not to approach them. So the next time you come across awe-inspiring nature footage, take a moment to appreciate the dedication and patience of the photographer behind the lens, who waited tirelessly for something magical to appear. Thank you to all my Patreon supporters, members, donors, and subscribers. It's a pleasure producing these fascinating little vignettes for you. If you really enjoyed it, hit the thanks button, as this will contribute to the 4K film scanner that arrives this December. With your generous support, the 4K upgrade project will be a reality this January. Have a great day, be kind, and we'll see you again next time on Real Life.